Hey guys, this is probably going to be a fairly quick reaction video. It's only about 5 minutes 40, although let's not underestimate how much tomfoolery they can fit into a short space of time. But anyway, let's get started.
This video is about the 10 biggest spiders in the world, their size, and the places you can find them, or avoid them. But if you are a Spider-Man fan, you might enjoy knowing more about these wonderful creatures living on Earth even longer than the human race.
That is not as big of a deal as you think it is. Speaking in evolutionary terms, humans are an extremely recent group of animals. Saying something has been around on Earth longer than humans is like saying something's faster than a snail. It's just not a big deal. Okay, what do we got?
Up is our number 10. The Cerbalus aravensis, 5.5 inches.
What? I'm pausing a lot here, I know. But why do these top 10 biggest spider videos always include this species? Not only is it nowhere near big enough to make the top 10, but it's just such an obscure and random spider. I don't know. I don't get it.
Span. Suppose you're considering a vacation to Jordan or Israel. In that case, you should be careful of the living creatures on sand dunes.
When it comes to any kind of spider or whatever, you always see, oh, if you're going to visit so-and-so region that the spider inhabits, then you better be careful. Yeah, look, this is not something that you're all that likely to encounter whatsoever. Like they even say in the video, this is a nocturnal animal that inhabits burrows, and the latter is actually pretty unusual for a huntsman, and yes, this is a species of huntsman. But anyway, it's not something that's going to be swarming you the second you step into its habitat.
Scientists believe this spider probably is not venomous, but watch out, it's only a hypothesis.
This is curious because I've seen other shitty videos like this say pretty much the exact same thing, and I do wonder how much they're copying off each other. And quite frankly, I just can't imagine scientists saying that, because pretty much all spiders are venomous to some extent. It's just, like the massive majority of spiders out there, huntsmen have mild venom and they're overall not very dangerous. What do we got next?
Number 9. The Brazilian wandering spider,
classic.
5.9.
That is a tarantula. I'm sorry, but if you can't tell a wandering spider and a tarantula apart, you are not qualified to be making informative videos about spiders.
Also called arm spider or banana spiders, better called poison banana, this spider...
Poison banana. I was trying to think of something smart-ass to say in response to that, but to be honest, I don't think I even need to. So we'll just move on.
You can find this spider mostly in Brazil. Still, since there are at least 8 other subspecies of this spider, some of them...
No. If I made a bingo game for all these clickbait videos that I respond to, messing up the taxonomy would be one of the most regularly checked squares. Brazilian wandering spider is not a species, it is a genus Phonutria, and what he's referring to as subspecies are actually separate species, so things like Phonutria nigriventa, Phonutria fera, Phonutria boliviensis, and there's a few others, I can't remember them off the top of my head.
In Costa Rica to Argentina. They are mostly brown and hairy. In fact, being hairy made them look even larger. Number 8. The camel spider. 6 inches thick.
This video seems to be ticking off every single cliche in these 10 biggest spiders lists that I can think of. Solifugids, in case you aren't already aware, are not actually spiders, so including them in this list is, needless to say, erroneous.
These spiders live in the Middle East.
They have a broader distribution than the Middle East. They are found throughout Africa as well as the Americas and parts of Asia. So a pretty widespread group of animals.
Number 7. The Colombian giant red-legged tarantula, 6 to 8 inch leg span.
Okay, I believe they're talking about Megaphobema robustum here, and this is the first thing on this list that I could possibly understand having a place, seeing as it is a spider, unlike the previous entry, and does get to a very large size. But let's see what else they have to say about it.
They are both pretty with their reddish-orange hair and pretty eyes, and they live 5 times longer than the male spider.
Pretty eyes?
I have beautiful eyes.
I can barely see the eyes. It sounds a bit racist, but I'm talking about a spider here, and I'm Asian anyway.
If it feels any threats, real or imaginary, it will start spinning and striking out with spiked rear legs.
No,
Number 6. The
I don't know, where do they get this information from? Tarantulas do not have spiked rear legs. The defense that they're probably referencing in that case would be the urticating hairs located on the opistosoma. In that case, the spider will use one of its rear legs to kick those hairs into the air and potentially cause irritation if they're inhaled or they come into contact with the skin. But that is not very similar at all to what they were describing. What do we got next?
Hercules baboon spider,
Wrong
7.9
species.
inch wingspan. This spider may be the heaviest spider that has ever been captured.
No. Heaviest spider is Theraphosa, not Hysterocrates hercules, and I really hope I pronounced that one correctly.
Number 5. The face-sized tarantula,
Face-
8-inch leg span.
Face-sized tarantula is not a thing, and I remember seeing another biggest spiders in the world video also talking about a face-sized tarantula as if it were an actual species. At this point, reacting to these videos feels like marking a bunch of exams where not only has every student failed, but they've all made the exact same mistakes.
Spider has adapted to deforestation in Sri Lanka.
Many Poecilotheria species are now listed as threatened due to deforestation. So no, they have not adapted to it. That's the entire issue.
Which means spotted wild beast.
I like how they've included a bunch of Poecilotheria species and then they include this. It doesn't look anything like it. How can you not tell that that's the wrong species?
Number 4. The Grammostola anthracina, 10 plus inches leg span. South America is where you can find fantastic creatures.
Look, I could be making misidentifications here because I am not well versed on overseas tarantulas. But this does not look like Grammostola anthracina. In fact, I'm going to look that one up right now. If that's what Grammostola anthracina looks like, then yeah, this video is I feel like this is Grammostola pulchripes, but I could be wrong.
Especially this enormous spider.
And that looks
Since
more
it
like
is
Grammostola
unlikely to
rosea.
bite, some people pet the Grammostola anthracene. It also can live about 20 years, and its food is mainly mice or crickets. In case you don't want to get bit, don't forget to feed them. Number 3.
No. A tarantula is not like a dog or something that's actually going to turn aggressive if your owner's negligent. If you don't feed your tarantula, it's not going to become more aggressive towards you, it's just going to fucking die.
The Brazilian salmon pink bird eater. This spider utilizes its fangs to inject venom into its prey as the first step, and after the venom kills the prey,
They're talking about that as if it doesn't apply to, like, every spider in existence. Oh, tigers are an absolutely ferocious predator. They use their mouth and teeth to bite their prey and then eat it, because that totally sets it apart. Ah, goodness me.
releases fluid to digest the prey partially. As the name mentions, you can mainly find this spider in Brazil. Still, also they might be found in Argentina and Paraguay. As it could be a pet, you'll see them in pet stores too. Number 2. The Goliath bird eater.
Oh, now I know
12
we're talking
inches
bullshit. Theraphosa blondii, or just genus Theraphosa, do not belong in second place.
This spider does not even bother to build a spider web. Instead, it hunts down its prey with bare hands, and right when it spots the prey, it can move up
Where
to
are the
about 3
hands?
feet a second. As its name implies, this spider
This is Nephelopilipes, not a Theraphosa. Do I even need to point out the differences here? How can you possibly get them mixed up?
sometimes eats birds. Although you can find many different hunters worldwide, the giant huntsman anthropod only lives in caves and layers.
Huntsman? Why are we
many
talking
different
about
hunters
huntsman?
worldwide, the giant huntsman anthropod only lives in caves and
Why are we talking about huntsman all of a sudden? But giant huntsman anthropod. What the heck is an anthropod? I feel like they're trying to say arthropod, but obviously fudged that up. Yeah, look, this video has gone from stupid to just downright confusing. Let's keep...
This spider typically lives under decaying
that's
wood.
Grammostola.
Their mating ritual is unique.
Their mating ritual is unique.
Cocoon that she
Okay, I don't really know if they're talking about the huntsman or the tarantula here, but seeing as they're showing footage of tarantulas, then I guess it's that. Theraphosa, or tarantulas in general, don't have a very unique mating method at all. They mate in pretty much the same way as all my Gallimorph spiders mate.
The spiderlings will...
That is not a Theraphosa either. That looks like Grammostola pulchra.
Number 1. The giant huntsman spider.
Oh, God.
12 inches.
Look, I like huntsmen as much as the next Australian, clearly. but seeing these guys in first place on all of these top 10 biggest spiders lists was just annoying.
While the Goliath bird eater is a massive spider, the giant huntsman, Heteropoda maxima, tends to have longer legs and a bigger appearance. The giant huntsman...
Error number 1, this is Holconia immanus, which is an Australian species, very different from Heteropoda maxima, which is found in Laos. And also, when we talk about something being the biggest, we are talking about mass. So Theraphosa are the biggest spiders in the world because they are the heaviest.
World's largest spider with a 12-inch leg span. Their specific appearance is the twisted...
And this is another Holconia species, probably Holconia insignis. I think nearly every time I see an article or video talking about Heteropoda maxima, most of the media shown is actually of Holconia species.
Of their legs. They are strongly venomous.
And this is a Palastes. And hold up, what did this idiot just say?
They are strongly venomous, and you need hospitalization in case you get bit. Wow.
Well, this fool of a took saved the biggest bullshit item for the very end. Huntsman being strongly venomous. Are you fucking kidding me? Huntsman spiders have extremely mild venom, and I'm sure a fair portion of my subscribers are here from my attempted Huntsman bite video, so you're probably well aware of that already. And quite frankly, I think if you went into a hospital saying, "Oh, hey, I got bitten by a Huntsman," they'd probably laugh at you. Anyway, that is the end of this video, thank goodness, because it was really starting to piss me off. I hope you enjoyed it more than I enjoyed filming it. Thank you very much for watching. That is it from me, and I shall see you again very soon.